Imagine, you're a furry, you just came from convention, it was a really nice convention, but it was short, and you would love to be more in your fursuit and everything. It would be a dream to become your fursona, but it will never happen. So you just went to bed, just dreaming about, and then you wake up, and suddenly, you are not yourself. You look at your body, it's different body. You woke up, and now you have become your fursona. After several moments of excitement, you realized, shit, what I'm gonna do now? Even though I wanted this, I cannot go to my parents like this, I cannot go to my friends, I cannot go to work, I cannot go outside, people would literally freak out. What am I gonna do now? Hey guys, Thorniii and welcome to Furry Theory. I'm sorry, I just had to say this. Basically, I came up with this idea when I talked with my friend about like dreams and stuff. And he came up with like, oh my god, I tried to make myself lucid dream so I can become my fursona. I'm like, oh, Jesus, like you went that far? It didn't even work? And I was like, no. But that gave me an idea. What would truly happen if all furries would become their fursonas? The world would turn into chaos because I don't know how many furries are there in the world. I'm guessing the number is quite high. Yeah, a lot of furries are just generic animals, just like wolves, dogs, cats, bunnies, birds, snakes, just animals. And even that is like pretty much like problematic because like imagine one day you go to bed, just la 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 la, I'm going to bed, no, and you wake up and imagine that you're like a mother or a father and you have a son who is a furry, and you go into his room like expecting to see a person and you just see, I don't know, like 6.5 feet tall wolf be like, hi mom, hi dad, I don't know what the fuck happened, I'm now a furry. Like, Jesus, that would, like, a lot, like, oh my god, the world would be in a chaos. And that's just, like, generic, what would the world do? Like, I don't even know how to, like, describe it, like, and that's just, like, how other people, I think, would react. Then there's another thing, you become a dog or like imagine if you would become your fursona, like be like, hey, I became my fursona, finally, yes, I'm happy. But then you realize something. You cannot do shit. You cannot operate a computer because like try operating a computer with paths. That's impossible. It's really hard. Try writing on your phone with the paths. You will have a really bad time. You're like, oh my god, I want to write this. Instead of sending a message, you will accidentally call 911. 911, what's your emergency? Yes, help me. I have became a wolf. Please help me. You will have a really bad time if you have paths instead of your hands. Like a lot of like technology and everything would have to change to support basically to basically support humans and I cannot say that word, anthropomorphic animals living in just with everyone. And that's just like, having paths. Can you imagine like operating a car? Like, I don't know, I think like maybe a car would be like pretty easy to operate as a furry. Another thing that would absolutely change is probably like even like the medication system, because like the food system, everything, it would be chaos because like if you change like, I don't know, in a dog and you will try to eat like a chocolate or something, you will basically die, because like dogs are allergic, chocolate is toxic to dogs. So if you would become anthropomorphic dog, you would literally have the same thing as just a regular dog. Because like, let's assume that all fursonas, the animals, are just same as the normal animals. The only difference is you have intelligence of a human, you can walk on normal legs and everything, and you can talk as a human, you know? That's the difference. But everything else, genetics, health, everything else is same as just a regular animal. That reminds me, you will live only for 16 years if you will become a dog. That's also like another problem. Like if you have a wolf or a dog fursona, you're gonna die in 16, 17 years. Maybe. So basically a lot of would change, like health system would be different because like you cannot treat animal the same way you treat a human, you know? Just like there would be a spark of difference because like you would go to school and be like, what do you want to do what do you want to learn as a doctor? Well, I want to be a what do you want to do? I want to be a doctor, but what kind of a doctor? Because we have like we have 30 different doctors. Because there's gonna be doctors for humans, there's gonna be doctors for animals, there's gonna be doctors just for the special animals. You cannot have a doctor who's healing a human also heal a dog, and you cannot have someone who's healing a dog can heal like a dragon or something. You have to have several different doctors that will treat several different species, because there would be not just one species but the hundreds of species, the weird species that like some people came up with, like protogens. Like I completely forgot there's the protogens, you know? That's just this is like half computers, half organic creatures. To this day I still don't know the lore and the deal with protogens. Like also like the food restaurants and everything, as I said, yeah, there would be like the spark of like allergenetics and toxic food for different species. That's another thing, like as like chocolate is toxic to dogs, but there's like so many different foods that are toxic to animals, and if you would try to eat them, you would just die and you're just fucked. It would take a lot of freaking effort, and work to manage this, like actually like managing the humanity and anthropomorphic people, animals living together, you know? It would be crazy. Another thing is like dating and love. Like how are you gonna, you know, do this? Because like now you are not just humans, you are hundreds of species and like, you know, like speciesism and stuff like that. I don't want to talk about this because that's just not my jam, but also, you know, like you send it to a computer, you're just looking up at some dating stuff, you know, and like dating apps, and you be like, I'm looking for a scaly creature. He has to be 6'5", at least 25 years old, male or female, I don't care, and lovely and friendly. Sent. Yeah, dating would go nuclear. Like dating would go just absolutely shitfest. That would be a shit show, because like, you know, like so many things would be new, so many things would be created. There would be different laws, there would be different beliefs, there would be different all things, you know? Like another thing is aquatic creatures, aquatic fursonas, sharks, fishes, all the weird aquatic creatures. If you would go to bed as a human, and the second day you wake up as a freaking aquatic creature, you will die. You will die. You will not even wake up, you will die. Because you cannot breathe the air without water if you are an aquatic creature. That's another thing. You would be fucked. And imagine, like, I don't know, perhaps me, you know? Perhaps imagine me. My fursona is a squid dog from Change, you know? And already I look, my character already looks like, a lot of people say he's cute. Like, I think like only a couple people told me he's like creepy, but most people tell me he's cute. But still, if I would go to bed, you know, I just wake up as my sona, my squid dog, I would be in trouble for several reasons. My character has like for the starters, he's made out of goop. He's made out of like literally living goop that can change other species into himself or into the same species, you know? So even like I would be lonely. I would have to be lonely because no one would be able to touch me. If I would go to my parents, I would freak them out, and if they try to touch me, I would accidentally change them into squid dogs. I would be in trouble. I would be in a lot of freaking trouble. Another thing is, a lot of people, what they like to do is giving their fursonas crazy powers. Literally crazy powers. Like magic, you know? Just out of nowhere you have magic and you can do whatever the fuck you want. Or I seen a character that is literally Naruto Fursona character. So he's just ninjutsu. And ninjutsu, like, I'm not gonna lie, ninjutsu is just magic. You just create literally a fireball out of your ass and you're just, hey, that's ninjutsu. And I'm not cheating on that. I actually love Naruto anime. It's one of my favorite anime. I'm not cheating on it. I'm just making fun for the video. Don't hate me, okay? Atomic breath. You imagine, like, you have a boyfriend, you know, you just have a boyfriend, you know, and you want to kiss him, and you accidentally yawn, and out of nowhere your atomic breath comes out, and you will disintegrate your boyfriend and half of the fucking city. Out of nowhere, an accident. Like, just imagine, why have you killed your boyfriend and destroyed the entire freaking city? It was an accident. It's just like, no. Or like imagine like clothing or another thing is like clothing, you know, because like furries don't have to wear clothes because, you know, you have just generic fur. Clothing would be also like a very huge problem because, you know, you have tails, you have wings, you have tentacles, you have so many things that it would be so hard to like create X numbers of clothing brands for furries so they can actually wear those things, because you would have a really bad time hiding these things and wearing just general clothing. The world would just become the most chaotic place in the entire freaking universe if this would actually happen. And I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a quite funny concept for like a storybook about furries that I might actually just try and write, because it seems like a funny idea to read, but I'm not sure how to write this because it would be so much chaos. Oh my god. And another funny thing is, there is a huge part of the community that is like insect furries and like monster furries. Those guys, if they would become their fursonas, it would be just that would be a walking horror show. Like, just imagine you go outside, you go to work, and what you see is dragon sitting at your desk working. Next to him is a little spider also doing his work. Then you have a squid dog walking past, just fixing some stuff because he's working maintenance. Me. And you just are just like a human and be like, the fuck is going on here? Oh my god, it would be a chaotic horror show. Oh my god, a freak show basically. Even though it's a dream of many furries, let's hope it will never happen. You know, let's just stay what we are. Let's just stay humans that will just like to roleplay as animal characters, wear fursuit cosplays and stuff like that. Let's hope we will never change into the animal characters, because we will not have a good time. You know, we will not have a good time. Let's just try to get accepted in the world as furries and hope for a good time. So yeah, that was the video basically. I'm actually right now I'm brainstorming a lot of ideas, because when I told myself that I could like write a book about this, my brain right now is actually thinking how to write it, and I actually got an idea. Maybe I will actually do this. Maybe I will do this. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of me theorizing about what would happen if all furries would become their fursonas. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, leave a sub, share the video, comment, give me your theory. What do you think if becoming a fursona would happen? I'm actually curious. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.